What the scariest true story, you know? It's my story, after all. I was just a kid, maybe 5 or 6, when we had this neighbor who was like a grandma to me. I'd go over to her house and have snacks. And she had a Mr. Potato Head I used to play with that belonged to her son, who was already an adult. Weird core memories, right? He came home from the army. I think he was in his 20s. I don't remember much about him, but I do remember him asking my mom if he could take my older brothers camping. She said no, though. She had this weird feeling about him. We lived way out in the country, not even a town, just a place. There were no locked doors. Everyone trusted each other. One day, my mom saw him at our little store. He was covered in bee stings. She was concerned because it just didn't make sense. He said he got them at the creek, but that wasn't a place we went to all the time. Still, she just kind of shrugged it off. A little while later, I'm not sure how long, the news reported a murder. Some campers were found dead way out past where we lived. No leads. Everyone was shocked. This kind of thing just didn't happen here. My mom remembered her weird feeling about the guy in those bee stings that didn't make sense. She called the police to tell them, even though she thought it was probably nothing. She just wanted to let them know what she knew. I remember detectives coming to our house to talk to her. They had some other evidence that seemed to match, but not enough to link him to the murder. It was a couple and their child. The case remains unsolved to this day. The detective told my mom he knew it was him, but they couldn't prove it. A few years later, though, the guy went to prison for abducting and trying to murder a woman who ran out of gas. He offered her a ride. Thankfully, she survived.